Hello and welcome back to our coverage of this PGA Tour event already in progress. We're heading back out to the third hole. Let's get into it.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich.
This putt is of 9 feet.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Here we are at the fourth hole.
Lovely effort, that.
Could roll into the rough on this one. Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the lead.
No green in red, but a chance to save their par.
Time for the 5th shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. A bogey putt awaits.
Oh, this looks pure.
Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
Here we are at the 5th hole of Foxholm Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
Should find the green here. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet. This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
It's on a great line. Well done.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
Here we are at the 6th hole. This shot from about 190 yards out. Going with the 5-iron here.
That's definitely left of the green.
A bit wild on approach there.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Oh, well played.
Judging it beautifully.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole.
Teeing off here at the 7th. And after that par,
They're looking for something good here. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Henny, what's the player facing here?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
going with the 7.
It's a little wayward.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. Just didn't drop. "12 feet to the cup coming up. Go on, get in the hole.
Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading.
Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
Bounce back ability. I love that term. Do they have it here?
Going with the 8-iron here. This looks to be heading to the green. A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard.
As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxholm Golf Links, the players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
Well, this is a gift to end on. However, you've got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right of those, trees come into play. Bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front nine with possibly an eagle 3.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
And down she goes, the long-range bomb. And that will take him to 1 under.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back nine, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
That's a big old slice.
That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
Wonderfully played.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Rickie Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Rickie Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Just let that shot be water off a duck's back.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
Well, that was a good strike. It was pretty well played out of the fairway bunker.
And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the pace.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? And that'll promote a good move up the standings.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Jon Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard.
The 12th hole at Foxholm Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players are definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that green side bunker.
Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we? Great rhythm on that swing.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
He's eyeing this up and he's pleased with what he's seeing. This is sitting nicely.
Oh, what a shot. You'll take that.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Rickie Fowler as well.
And this putt to move into the top 10. Oh,
Ya
that line was
Allah.
looking good, wasn't it? A par putt awaits.
It's looking solid.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. He finds himself in a share of 13th. Teeing off now on the 14th hole.
Terus dapat eagle.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. A few shots under par at the moment. Trying to crack into the top 10. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Ya.
Heading towards the rough, this one. Right into the water on that one. Lining up from about 230 yards here. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Going with the 5-wood. Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. This is their 5th shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Ooh, that almost went down. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
How good would that have been if it had dropped?
Anjir.
Yeah, not much to sweat there. Currently 1 under for the event.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A quality shot that.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
From the sand, looking to get up and down.
Ntar kasih minyak wangi.
Setting up here with a very long putt. Well, it's a bit disappointing. Par putt coming up here. And that putt drops. Now 1 under, heading to the stretch. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. Going with a 3-wood here. Now that's heading further left than they wanted, I think. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface. getting ready to play their third. Playing their fourth shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Let's take a look at the current standings. And that'll drop him down to even par now. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Second shot here on the 17th hole. Didn't that look good for a long time? This would be a great up and down. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Great touch.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's head to the final hole of this round. Playing this shot from about 210 yards out. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, that was left all the way off the club. A little off the mark on that approach shot. And here we are with the third shot. And this putt for a final score of 72. And that will do it for him at this event. Well, I'm sure that wasn't what this player had in mind for this event, but hopefully there's something better in their immediate future.
Yeah, that is putting it very gently there, Luke. Not very much happening at all in this player's game this week.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beem, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
Tai. 6 nih gua.
Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Rich, how do you see it?
Look, Rickie Fowler came out on top last time they played, so let's see who brings their A game and gets the victory today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Ya Allah.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich.
Couldn't convert after two good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Well, it looks like John McCarthy's a step back ashore, kicked off his boat shoes, and is going to give us a little bit of a condition of today's course. John, what are the players facing here at Old Marina Golf Club?
Well, Luke, we're on the coast, but there's a good mix of coastal and inland holes at Old Marina Golf Club. Lots of movement in these greens. If you are an expert at reading putts, you're going to have a bit of a leg up, I think, this week. I love the fourth hole, par 5, that stretches along the ocean, has a green that's well protected by bunkers, which probably might dissuade some from going forward into the 7th hole. Similarly, a par 5 stretching down the ocean, but is much less protected around the green. And that green is enormous, by the way. So that'll definitely be green light city for the players this week. And one last hole. I really love the par 4 14th. The players are going to hit over the water to a fairway that juts out into the ocean on a peninsula. So that will provide some great entertainment this week as well. Looking forward to see what kind of creativity is on display by these players here this week at Old Marina Golf Club.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. That's a high caliber shot. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 155.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
And coming up well short.
And from the bunker here.
Please.
Time now for the 4th shot. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. This will be a good bogey.
Hey, nice looking line. Currently at +1 for the tournament. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. Oh, well done. Second shot here on the 4th. Opting for the 3-wood. That swing didn't deserve a good reward. This should head into the rough. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. How close was that to going down? This putt is about 16 feet.
Needs this putt to tie Rickie Fowler.
It was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away. And nicely holed.
This player is putting for fun.
Here's Ricky Fowler's next shot. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Trailing by 4 strokes. And now stepping onto this par 3 hole. Choosing the 9-iron here. This is looking pretty good in the air. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. And he's down there. You got to read.
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill. Bit of extra juice needed.
A well holed. He'll take the birdie.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
And with that now, back to level par. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Luke, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. He has this putt to save his par.
If they can sink this, they'll pull ahead of Fowler. This could get interesting. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Now 4 back after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Uh-oh, shanked that one. Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. 4 shots behind our leader. This one looks like it's going left. Not sure if that's how they drew it up. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Nine feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
That's frustrating.
Allahu Akbar.
Just 3 feet to the cup. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey at the last. That wasn't pretty. Hopefully this one is better.
Opting for the 5-wood. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
A birdie putt awaits. Nice stroke. Oh, terrific. What an effort. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. The ninth hole here, though, at Old Marina Golf Club is a strong one, a really tough test to finish the opening 9. A par 4 stretching 466 yards.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot, the bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
That should set up another chance.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
And this putt to move into the top 20.
This really looks good.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Handy effort, that one. Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Just 2 shots behind. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left.
This player is making a statement with that approach shot. I think this rivalry with Rickie Fowler is really inspiring him to fire at those flags.
Tracking. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. He's currently tied for 4th.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Nicely done. A couple under at this stage. Tied for 4th. Oh, that's a great approach shot. This putt is for a share of 2nd.
Surely it's going to.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. Currently has a share of 2nd place. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Opting for the 6 iron. Setting up miles from the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Be the ball, Danny. No. Solid par putt, that. Currently at -3 for the event. Well, 13th. It's unlucky for some, Rich.
That dog will hunt.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, he's got 190 all the way back here.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one is headed to the right. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do. And here we are with the third shot. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Sitting at -3, currently tied for third position. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Such soft hands.
That limits the damage. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Next up is this 2-shot hole. You like that, didn't you? And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Going with the 7. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
We have a par 3 on this one. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's return to live play now. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day.
And they're going to have to really focus in here to try and chase down that leader.
Next hole is a short par 4.
Definitely needs to make a move on the field, and this is a golden opportunity on the short par 4. What will they do?
Playing from 110 yards out. He's 2 shots back. Opting for the 9-iron. This should play. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
And this putt to move them into a tie for second.
Yes, Luke, and only 2 holes to go in this event.
Ooh, right by the hole. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
This one's online. And in it goes for the par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes are wide open standing here on the 17th tee of Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
Getting ready to play their third. Just 3 strokes back. And here we are with their 4th. 3 strokes off the lead. Oh, I thought that one was going in. An opportunity to make a par here. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. All right, one more hole to go. The 18. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. That's a little untidy. Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for 5th place. Opting for the 5-iron. As soon as that left the club, you knew it was going left. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th and a chance for birdie at the last.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And with that putt, concludes this players' round. Well, Henny, that was some match. We thought it'd be a great rivalry, and it absolutely was. But how proud would this player be to have taken down Rickie Fowler despite not winning the event?
Luke, this player will be brimming with pride. What a great result. They challenged Rickie Fowler and beat him. Now, they'll be telling that story in the pub a few times in the coming weeks.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
Mà còn nữ sẽ
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, oh, maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win.
Uh-oh. This one's headed for the rough.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Yeah, Wynn took that one offline in a hurry.
That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. 7-footer right here.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
It's half a chance of being holed, this one. So it'll be a bogey on the scorecard to begin the round.
Yeah, but if you look how they played the hole, it was disastrous. Lucky to walk away with a bogey.
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Oh, that's a nice line. Oh, what a super shot. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. In this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. And there it is.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Down the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. He's currently tied for 14th. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
Playing their 4th shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Putting for bogey here.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
They get a little ground draw here.
4 against the wind to stick that one.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. This putt for par here. Yes, they've made it.
Luke, I don't know if you know this or not, but nothing rolls like a ball.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Sitting at 1 over for the day. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
This one might roll into the rough. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the lead. Trying to get back to even par with this putt. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
Good looking shot this. Time for the 2nd shot here at the 7th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
Even for the day. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Let's get back to it, shall we? And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Didn't that look good for a long time? Just a 4-footer remaining.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
Oh, so close. And that puddle drop. Well done. Sitting at 3 over for the day.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
The par 5 9th is a monster, over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight 2nd shot, and a straight 3rd shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting 3rd shot.
Put some good distance on that one. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Downwind on this shot.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Starting to look really good.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And let's have one more look at that shot.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Our current leader is enjoying a two-stroke lead. As we head to the back nine here at Torrey Pines South Ridge, the 10th isn't a long hole, but the slope off the tee makes it a difficult one.
It is. It cambers pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for birdie.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? A par putt on the table. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trailing by 7 after that hole. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Big chance here. Oh, what a big putt to make that one. Sitting at 2 over for the day. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
And he needs this to save par. Oh, how about that one? Why not take another look at that effort?
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none. Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Sitting at 2 over par. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This would be a great up and down. Okay, safely on the surface, a chance for a putt to behold here. Putting for a par here. Yeah, we'll take that. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Let's begin the 14th. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's about 155 from this whole location.
Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, so close, but an easy par. Now 7 shots behind after that. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Henny, how's that ball line? It's tough to see from here.
Not the best tee shot, but they got lucky with this lie.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
14-footer.
Now this is important. This for par.
And as the putt drops, 2 over, heading down the stretch. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. 16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Is tracking.
That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And here we are with the third shot. Time now for the fourth shot. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back.
Not too sure what they were seeing there, but they didn't get it corrected. That
Oh dear, time to get the chipper back out. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Playing from around 230 yards.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
And that one's headed to the drink. Playing their 5th shot. Found the green side rough. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
This one's dialed in. Top effort, that. And that'll be all she wrote. And as we recap all our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to our gal on the ground, Henny Koyak, for bringing us all the action from this group today.
Thank you, Luke. The pleasure was all mine. I got to see some incredible shots and some not so good stuff, but what a day.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry.
Looking better.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
He finds himself in a share of eighth. And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. It's heading to the rough for mine. A big bold play, and it almost paid off. Close to the surface. Let's see if they can get it up and down.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Ooh, that almost went down. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holing out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row and never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major champion. He is such a force in the game. There's no reason why he cannot play at a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts that just don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
This shot from 120 yards. 4 strokes off the lead. All you can do is hope now, because that was never going down the fairway. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one. Going for less club here.
And back to the course with the live action. This sand shot awaits. Time for the 5th shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
8 feet to the cup.
Yep, tracking nicely.
There it is.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
He's in a share of 9th place.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
The 5th hole, Rich, the first of the par 3s. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
From the sand, are they able to get up and down?
Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this.
This one's looking good.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently 1 under for the day. The 6th hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of 2 halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
This shot from around the 200-yard marker. 5 strokes behind our leader. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
This one's for birdie. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 2 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it?
Kenny, how's that ball lying?
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
And here we are with their 4th. Currently 4 shots off the pace. That's certainly a shot saver there, Rich.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? He's currently tied for 12th.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Well, a little off the target with that one. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole.
Yeah, good bunker shot there. Nothing left for the par.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Putt is underway.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Now 5 strokes behind. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Going with the 8-iron here. Just hoping for an outcome now. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 5 shots off the pace. Oh, I thought that one was going in. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
This one's tracking. Oh, that's a clutch par. Currently 1 under for the tournament. And as we continue alongside the beach, the coastline here, it is a spectacular scene, the 10th, isn't it?
It certainly is. I don't know if I love any hole more at Pebble Beach than this one right here. You want to aim down the left-hand side, but avoid those big bunkers. And from there, you want to try and land it short of the green and bounce it on. Anything landing on the green, though, could go shooting over the green and into a nasty spot.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here.
If it's up, it could be in. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Needs this one to kick right. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Oh, just missed. That's disappointing. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And down she goes. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards. But the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. This one has eyes for the hole.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Ooh. It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This one is all over it.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 13th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
And down it goes. And that will take him to 4 under. Here's Justin Rose. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Going with the pitching wedge here. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
A bit short with that effort.
Didn't that look good for a long time? 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Got to try and save the par here.
That gets the job done. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Yeah, nicely played. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Go in. That's a great attempt from long range. So close. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Rich, the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
That was wonderfully done. Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. Setting up here with a very long putt.
One of the good guys out there, Luke. I am hoping for this one to fall.
Ouch, that hurts. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. He finds himself in a share of 4th. Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. And this putt coming up for his par.
It starts off on a good line.
Currently at 3 under for the day. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
I don't know if they meant to do that.
Oh, got unlucky there. And here we are with the third shot. 3 shots off the lead. And a chance to move into a tie for second here. That's the right pace. This should drop. And down she goes. So it's tournament over now. Well, Rich, that's a shame. They came out of the gates very fast, but in the end just fizzled out.
When you get off to a hot start like that, usually there's only one place to go, Luke, and that's down. And unfortunately, that's what happened to this player. It's a shame.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds ringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at. So if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting.
Well, that's disappointing, Rich. Getting underway over par.
Not what they're looking for. A little nervy out there so far.
Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Second shot on the second.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green.
Struggling on this hole. This would be a great par save.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
No, that's too bad. This one for bogey. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row. Never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Atta boy, good shot. Getting ready to play their third. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Little birdie look in here.
It's got a chance. And with that lovely play, they're now ahead of their rival. It's getting serious, isn't it? Currently at +1 for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Bit untidy, wasn't it? Time for the second shot here at the 4th.
Nice out the rough here.
Well played. This putt is 16 feet to the hole.
This putt to try and save their par.
Like the look of this one. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And back to the play, shall we? And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
was a gallant attempt. Now just 1 over par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? It's just about 3 feet away. Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hole. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. Again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Well, it's a chance still to get up and down if they can hold a monster.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits.
And this putt to draw even with Will Zalatoris.
That's frustrating. Playing their 4th shot.
Putting now for a bogey.
This one started out on a good line. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required.
Look like this one's heading to the beach. Well, there's the line, the green side bunker. Can they get this one up and down?
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh well, you got a chance to improve on the next one.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Surely it's going to.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Sitting at 5 over for the day.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Oh, that was mashed. Second shot here on the 8th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This player's dialed in. What a shot.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Oh, that's a ripper. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale is a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided. A short little pot bunker. The 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens. They've decided to club up.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. 11 feet left to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Just didn't drop. Putting for par. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This for par.
That will work. Currently at 4 over for the day. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Looks like that one left some meat on the bone, Beamer. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3, measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed.
And that was a bit of a misfire. That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
They've got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Okay, so that's step 1, but now going to hold a mid-range putt. An opportunity to make their par.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
And in she goes. That's a good save.
And that is a nice up and down out of the greenside bunker for the par.
The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green, or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Lining up from the sand now. Oh, my. Yeah, golf clap. Really good. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Okay, steady now. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
That's a good putt to make, that one. Justin Rose currently on top of things right now.
The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. That's a bit out of shape. Henny, how bad is this lie?
Oh, this is sitting pretty. I might have to check to see if they teed this up. It's so nice.
I might need to get a lesson of you. That was well played. This is their 5th shot. Oh, absolutely flushed. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. Ooh, right by the hole. This putt coming up is for triple bogey.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one.
The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Yeah, that one's looking good. That's well played. Pin high. It's just about 3 feet away. It was on a good line. Putting for birdie. Well played.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard.
Tony Finau is currently on top of the leaderboard here.
Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 316. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. All right, Henny, what's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup, looking for another birdie here.
And the rivalry seems to be inspiring this player to make some great putts. That will bring them closer together on the leaderboard.
This dramatic finish at TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you gotta miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green in 1, you never know, you could make it 2.
How close was that to going down? This putt is of 9 feet. Oh, just missed.
A par putt awaits.
And there it is.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
It's Tony Finau who currently leads.
The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water has it down the left-hand side, and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie.
And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
This putt is for a final score of 76. Remember, there's two important parts of a putt: line and length. Too much length on that one. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker.
And he's down there. You got to read.
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Oh, I like the look of this. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt for a final score of 79.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
And that will do it. His work is done here. And that'll do it for today. Great day all round, wouldn't you say, partner?
Lovely being alongside you as well, Luke.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. GK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin.
Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm so looking forward to following these two players in this group. They've been going back and forth a bit on social media leading up to the event and seem to really want to prove something out on the course today.
Yeah, well, looks can be deceiving, can't they? While it might remind you of Happy Gilmore's caddy, this player is one to beat. And good luck in this rivalry because you're going to need it.
Well, that's a handy shot. Second shot here on the first. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick. Ooh.
What a shot that was. Right at it. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
Oh, so close. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Getting off to a great start at this event.
And that should calm whatever nerves his player has. Nice opening hole.
He's currently tied for third. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Time now for the fourth shot. Ooh, that almost went down. Just 3 feet to the cup. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
A fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last. He currently shares 4th position.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That one's headed left. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Second shot here on the 4th. Getting ready to play their third. Just 2 shots behind. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This next putt is for bogey. It's tracking. And that's for a bogey. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Nice little putt to hole, that one.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Pretty sure that one's headed left. Wow, what happened there? No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt is about 8 feet. Good putt, that. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Well, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of 3rd spot. Ouch, that hurts.
Putting for a par now. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
How close was that to going down? If he makes this, he'll save his par.
Looking good.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
That's tidy. Time for the second shot at the 10th. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Sitting at 1 under the card in a share of 9th. Ooh, that almost went down. 4 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for a par.
It's got a chance for the par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
Better than most.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. He's currently tied for 5th.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Well played. Taking aim from about 170 yards.
Just 3 strokes back.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one looks like it's going left. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 behind our leader. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
And he needs this to save par.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 4 strokes off the lead. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Not a bad line, this.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Birdied their last hole.
Here's Will Zalatoris.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Trailing by 4 strokes. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
And that's for birdie. Well holed. And that will take him to 3 under. He's currently sitting in 5th place.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Oh, that was flushed. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Looking good. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Currently 4 under for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
And Rich, I just keep watching this name moving north on the leaderboard. They're pulling out all the stops right now.
Tell you what, they're getting an awful lot out of their round. If the leaders aren't careful, this player could catch them.
Well played, mate. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
He's 2 shots back.
And here we are with their 4th. Only 2 shots off the pace.
Nicely done.
And a par putt awaits him.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
I like the look of this. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 4 shots behind our leader. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, a fair amount of elevation here. They're going to have to be careful that they club up because you do not want to be short.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
This is a bogey putt coming up. Get in the hole. The round now in the books. Good luck next time. That's a shame. They came oh so close to what would have been an incredible comeback victory.
The stories that we could have told if they completed the victory would be endless. Unfortunately, not getting it done, but still, what a performance on this final round.
On behalf of Rich Beem, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.